Good evening, guys. Welcome in to another night at Disney Cafe Chat. Hope everybody's having a good weekend.
Hello,
And
everyone.
I know I am. Here's our good.
Debbie got in here quick. Debbie,
There's our good friend Mama
Oh.
D.
he joined.
Oh, there's John.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Right, Hello, John. Welcome in. Good to see you. We're going to be talking about him quite a bit tonight. Plus some other things, some off the wall topics, and I don't know, maybe Richard's got some Disney stuff we can throw in there.
Maybe.
And there's John. Now, you Richard, you've never met this gentleman.
How's it going?
Hello. I think I've met
John,
him.
that's Richard. Richard, that's John.
Yay, Richard. How's it going?
Hello.
This is one of my Richard is my other partner channel, and obviously right
Richard.
now I'm definitely want this guy down here, guys. We are going to be talking about a lot tonight.
There's no one over here.
No, I said down that way.
Oh, okay, down this way. Okay.
Okay, down that way. I just need to move over further that way.
That's right. There.
But we are going to.
Gentlemen?
I'm doing good. Hey, let's see. My Lions had a good draft.
Good.
My Tigers beat the Orioles twice today in a doubleheader.
Good.
No comment.
Oh, good. And the Browns ended up with a good draft choice, and I know I'm going to hear from it if she's paying attention.
She's probably not.
Okay, Jill. Who knows what? Well, I know they're busy. They're working on some things, and
It's been a busy day for everybody.
yeah, Pete's been streaming all day, and in fact, actually, first of all, I'm going to say congratulations off to Preston. The hats off to Pete's son, Preston. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in his college career.
Yeah.
And I don't,
Sorry to admit it now, but I have a rivalry because one of my cousins just got into college too.
The same college or a rival
No.
college?
Different college.
Oh, okay.
I'm from the West Coast, so
Yeah, I know. We're local.
yeah.
We still have to get dinner or beer or something.
He got into Cougars, so
Okay.
Yeah, well, I look for
So
Preston
good.
to go very. Listen,
Yeah.
Preston is. I mean, I don't know what your cousin does or Richard, but if you watch Preston's game, Preston is a hell of a player. He really is. John, I know you've been in and out of Pete's. You watched some of Preston's games, and Preston is he's athletic all around and outstandingness. He's not only that, but he's he's an outstanding young man. His personality is good. He's one of the rare people that I know a kid at that age. It's probably 10 times mature than most of the kids that I know at that age that are getting ready to graduate. And I worked at a high school.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I
was lucky enough to have lunch with Pete and Preston in Hollywood Studios. Both fine, upstanding people. So.
Yep. I'm seeing big things from him, I think, in the future.
I'm looking for some big things out of Preston.
Yeah, I think he's going to get into baseball. So
I mean, I'm going to tell you that game this afternoon. Holy crud! That poor team. I've seen routes in baseball. Okay, but that wasn't a route. That was just an outright. I mean, and hats off to the other team. They kept playing. They kept trying, but they were no match for the Comets. Believe it or not, Richard, Preston's game today, the final score was like 37-5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, they almost put almost 5 to 6 runs almost every inning.
That's a football score.
The good thing is my cousin did not get into baseball, but he got into basketball, so it's a different sport altogether.
Hey, that's a good thing too. I mean, hopefully he does good.
We're all very proud.
Let's welcome in.
That was his
exactly, Debbie. Preston, I'm looking for.
Dave, was that basketball that he was playing today, or
Who?
Preston? I thought it was baseball.
No. He was baseball. He's baseball all the way.
I was looking at what Debbie said.
Oh yeah, she's saying it was a basketball score today. Yeah, pretty much was, Debbie. I mean, it was a one-sided route, but you can see how talented the Comets are. And it really is. But anyways, hello, Gloria Thibodeau. Welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome into all those coming in. And like I said, I know my team had a good draft. In fact, I know that the Browns got a good draft in the 5th round.
Yeah.
Actually, I will say this: the Browns did have a good draft, Pete. So I'm happy.
My Tigers. They picked up that quarterback today, huh?
Huh?
Did they pick up that quarterback?
They did. Sharonda Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, got drafted finally in the 5th round.
Good. I'm glad he got picked up.
Yep, he did. By the Cleveland Browns. In the 5th round. Which I think, it depends on how he does. I've kind of watched him out at Colorado. I saw nothing impressive, and I'm going to be the honest, truthfully. He could be a good quarterback because he is that accurate, but I don't see him having the career that his father had. Deion Sanders was one of those rare players. I mean, and you got to remember, Deion played baseball and football. So he was one of those rare athletic players.
Double sports.
And I don't see him. Yeah. And most people know who Deion Sanders is. If you mention it, if you watch baseball or football, you pretty much know who Deion Sanders is.
Mm-hmm.
Another person that had about as much fame as he did would have to be Michael Jordan, because he was a baseball player before he was basketball.
Yeah, but let's just say Michael Jordan needed to stick to basketball.
He does.
I'm sure.
My friend has the baseball card of Michael Jordan.
Oh wow!
He did. He was drafted by the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah. White Sox.
It was the Chicago White Sox. You're talking about all the players I watched when I was younger. So, yes. I remember that. And here's the thing. Jordan was a good baseball player in college, just as basketball.
Yeah.
But he chose to go one route. I'm going to be the honest, truthfully. He should have never tried that Chicago White thing. That's
what?
Who else that was actually a joke. See, if he had stayed in, he could have won. I guarantee you, the Bulls would have won another. They would have won another NBA title or so. I can tell you.
Promote them anymore is why, but whatever.
He went back and he still promoted them for several more years. So what else is new? Speaking of promoting, the guy down here I want to mention is a special guy. The one down here. The one down that way. The one that the pin's pushing to.
Fair enough. I'll push back.
I'll push the pin down that way. No. That gentleman that's underneath me, John, I mean, we know you're a part of this community.
Oh. Gloria.
Now, really, when, I think about the date, you only got about a week until you kick your new channel off.
That's right. May 6th is when we're kicking it
Yep.
off.
And I've got to, first of all, I want to thank you for allowing me to be one of the people that you have shown some of the behind scenes that you're doing. I mean, I appreciate that. I mean, honestly, because I'm going to tell you, I would love to become a partner channel and help you any which way I can, and push you out. Maybe we can collaborate on some streams or something. Obviously, I know I want to hang out with you at the park. I really want to pick your knowledge because I know, like I said, you come from a legacy. We all have our attached to Disney, and me and you have talked about this plenty of times. That we all are attached to Disney. Unfortunately, that your grandfather and dad worked for Disney. Mm-hmm. I the step uncle who actually helped and build and designed Contemporary.
Yes, that's right. We all have our connections, one way or the other.
Yep,
exactly. But it's rarity when you get to hear back on and what your integration in and all that is.
Well, like I kept saying, I'm just a fan like anybody else. We're all connected by this shared love of these crazy places that are unique in this world, and there are very, very few places like them. And we're all connected by a shared admiration and a shared love of these crazy places. So
yep.
The only place you try to avoid is a certain spot in Ohio.
Oh,
and I know I guarantee you she'll pop in one of these minutes, and then I'll say it at the wrong time, and then I will get it.
The West Coast, right? Yes, the West Coast. That's the wrong coast of Ohio. But no, that's very kind of you, Dave. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping I can bring something a little bit unique to the conversation.
Okay.
I think I have some interesting pivots to center this conversation on, and more importantly than anything, I want to make it interesting and entertaining.
Okay.
So I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your guidance. Both you, Pete, Molly, everybody I've talked to have been great mentors. So I'm really.
And my thing is this. That thing that you showed me, and I don't know if it's a specific site or if that is your Instagram for that thing.
Oh, for the website?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that actually is a website, correct?
Yeah. So one of the things I want to do, I don't want to make this a monologue. I want to make this a conversation where everybody is.
Thank you, Debbie, for putting his link in there.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. I want to make this a conversation. So to that end, I'm working on a website where people can contribute their own ratings and their own thoughts on these attractions. And I think I have an interesting formula on how to boil it and mix it all together so that we actually come up with a true community score or a true community analysis of how these attractions work.
Okay.
I don't know what the other guys' opinions are that got a chance to look at it, but I'm going to tell you, I like what I saw.
No,
really
that's just test data you saw right now. I'm still working on the website.
Speaking of which, speaking of the Godfather, the Godfather is coming to town. Hey, Pete, if you want to come on, buddy, I know you're probably doing a lot of work and thumbnails and everything else, but if you want to come on for a while, I can send you the link, buddy. I do too, Debbie. I look forward to John's thing. And to let you know, we can officially say that you're kicking off. Is your target date is still May 6th, correct, John?
May 6th, about an hour or so after Dialogues ends, I think.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you're looking at what, 9 o'clock, about 9?
Or so after that, and then we'll have some fun.
Oh.
Oh my.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure we want. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, and I'm going to tell you, I love the feedback, and I love that the thing that you did. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't know if I can share this, John, or not, about the voting thing.
Yeah,
you can talk about it. I'm still working on the site.
Uniquely, I love the way he's got it designed. I mean, it's three simple things, and I don't know if you'll change it around or not, but I love the way that was on how you spread it. I mean, obviously, I gave, and it was based on the one ride that you're using as a
right,
as a
right.
as just set everything up. I gave it a 10 because obviously Peter Pan. I gave it a whole 10 on all of them because honestly, I love Peter Pan to death.
Well, I'm going to need you to vote again because this is just a temporary site right now. I'm just testing it out and going through beta testing. But I chose to start on the 6th with Peter Pan for a couple of reasons. A lot of people ask me, John, your dad worked on Spaceship Earth. Let's have some e-tickets. Why are you starting off with Peter Pan? But Peter Pan is so beloved and is such an icon of the parks. It also happens to be my dad's favorite. So I got to give him the due of starting off with my dad's favorite attraction. But there's something about that attraction that justifies people standing in line for an hour. I've seen all the other Fantasyland dark rides have pretty short waits in comparison, but Peter Pan is consistently an hour long.
No, it is.
So I want to ask that question. I want to say, what is it about this attraction that really pulls at people's heartstrings and makes them stand in line for an hour? And it turns out that there's a really interesting history behind that attraction, and hopefully we can.
Oh, I'm looking definitely. Yeah, no, don't give any of that away. But I'll be looking forward to that one. I mean, obviously, I'll be when I can actually put my opinion in onto that one when you do the show. I mean, I have my opinion on Peter Pan, and I've always loved Peter Pan to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Though some of my colleagues that I have to give them an intervention because they really need they love too many dogs, so they really, and I'm sure his ears are ringing right now. Another one, one of the other dogs that he loves is Nanny.
Nana.
Nana. Yeah, Nana. And he really
Disney World.
This guy really needs an intervention. He needs to lay off his Starbucks is what he needs to do. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I'll give you one little tidbit ahead of time. I don't know if you know, but when the ride first launched, it's elevated, right? It hangs from the track and the ceiling and so forth. When it was first launched, it wasn't rigidly affixed to the rail. So it actually went left and right a little bit. It was hanging. So what ended up happening was that you've heard of grad nights before at the park?
Yeah.
When students hit their senior year. And
seniors usually, a lot of them call it grad bash now.
Yeah. Right. It's the same thing. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
All night into the parks until 5 a.m. or whatnot. Well, and this is back in the early days, because the ride was swinging, a lot of the teenagers in grad night, they decided to stand up and just, try to hold on for your life, like they were surfing a surfboard or something during the attraction. Suffice to say, that's one of the reasons it doesn't free swing these days anymore. I thought that was an interesting little tidbit.
Oh, Chicago. And speaking of which, Richard, Cargo was asking about you the other day. She just popped in.
Hello.
Cargo was definitely asking about you. And welcome in Jason Thibodeau, who just popped in as well. Welcome in to everybody else that's in here that has come in that maybe you haven't said anything, but if you're in here Ninja Watching, thank you for Ninja Watching. Obviously, everybody knows my person to the right of me. That's my partner channel, one of my partner channels, Richard Blumencheese. He's also from Park and Eats with Mike. And of course, Mike is probably crying because the Starbucks have closed in.
Dave, you don't need to make his ears ring this late at night.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. You don't need to do
I do.
Listen,
we didn't get to do shit. We didn't get to. Last night was peaceful, so we didn't do no shenanigans because all the shenanigans started on Pete's show at 10:30, and boy, it went off the rails early. So I didn't have to have no shenanigans last night. So now we got to have all the shenanigans tonight.
I got a little bit of a question for John.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you go into like are you going to try to go into the variations between the different parks?
Oh yeah.
Peter
Oh
Pan?
yeah. Definitely. That's one of the fun things about the attractions.
It's
Is
very fun.
how each park does things slightly differently.
They're all just a little bit different, kind of like Small World.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
the small details are
Yep.
really interesting. So for sure.
If I remember correctly, the one in Disneyland does not have a Nana, but the one in Disney World does.
Oh yeah, I need to follow up on that one. I know that the opening scene is slightly different.
Yes.
So that could be one of the variations. The other interesting thing is that Florida, because of the crowds, it's on a conveyor belt when you board.
Yes.
Disneyland doesn't have that conveyor belt. It just goes. It's like Mr. Toad's, where they bring one vehicle at a time.
Yep.
So pros and cons to both, but we'll talk about all that.
I heard a big rumor from Disneyland today that they're thinking about bringing back the gondolas.
Oh, you mean the Skyway?
Skyway in Disneyland. Okay. And expanding it.
Really?
I hope that's true. Because Tomorrowland for many years was just a ball of kinetic energy. You know, there was so much movement between the monorail, the people mover, the Skyway, the Autopia. There was just so much going on.
They might have to just move it to a different place.
But hopefully they bring back some of that.
Hopefully they bring it back. We want it brought back. People liked that ride.
Well, a lot of people are angling for the people mover to come back too. That's going to be a little harder because of the tracks situation and so forth. But
unless they make it a transportation going from one park to another, maybe.
Yeah.
Because Disneyland bought out a bunch of hotels across the main drive.
Right on Harbor or Catella. I can't remember the street name.
Yeah. And they're going to make an overpass.
Interesting.
So
we'll
see how well that goes.
You do Avengers Campus or something. That would be cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Well, hey, they gotta watch their spending because all the big execs they gotta have their paychecks now, so that they don't go poor. Remember that.
Well, they've committed to spending quite a bit of money to the parks. Now, granted, they made that announcement before Snow White, so I don't know if that plan is still intact or not. But
that one got probably blown up after Snow White wing got blown up.
So we'll see. Fingers crossed.
I still think that they have a pretty big box office coming for this year.
In general? Yeah. What do you think will be the biggest draw?
Moana, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Moana 2 will probably be the biggest draw for the year for them.
I'm sure
I would have to agree on that.
Will do well. Not sure about Tron. It's hard for me to get my fingers on whether Tron will do well or not.
Marvel has been good, but it's been going down a bit in these last few years for popularity.
Well, actually, you do know that speaking of Tron, you do know that they're coming out with a Tron 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Is that?
Have you guys seen the? Have you seen the trailer on it? Have you guys seen the trailer on it?
Looks good.
I'm not.
It's okay. They didn't.
I don't know about that, Richard.
Technology in it than normal.
The what, John?
I'm concerned about the storyline. I think it looks great. I'm just wondering what the storyline will be.
And that's what's worrying me about that. At least with Tron 2, they connected the storyline and it continued it, but you got rid of Tron. Now, there is rumors and speculations in it that Tron's supposed to come back. But hey, Julie McGowan, welcome in. Good to see you.
Or the simple fact that he can't really die.
True. They're all computer programs.
Yes.
Well, computer programs can die. Trust me.
Yes, that's what the premise might be.
Trust me. I sat with two computers, and one recently just got the green screen of death. So don't tell me about computers not being able to die. They die.
Dave, computer programs cannot die.
Yes,
computers can die.
Computer programs can die.
Yeah, they can, but they live on forever and ever. and ever. Ask my computer that I found today what that was from 1992.
Ooh. You
Still
found a
works.
computer, or you were just
Yes,
finding it?
but did it get the green screen of death?
No.
Okay, there you go.
So you found a computer?
Yes, I found a different computer, but I'm not going to
Was
try
it
to
yours
use
previously?
it.
Was it yours previously, or you just found
Yes.
it somewhere?
It was
Okay.
mine previously in high school. I don't know how I've kept it since then till now, but
Were you able to get it turned on?
yes, and it still
Nice.
works with the power cord and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you extract any data from it?
A few pictures, but that's the extent of it so far.
Okay, fair enough. Say no more.
No, actually,
1992.
but here, speaking of which, this is good news for this channel, guys. I will have I'm getting a used laptop for my sister being sent down, but I will fairly soon. I will also be having a dual monitor desktop.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
Yep. I mean, it'll be a rebuilt one, but it'll be like new because everything will be upgraded and it'll have exactly what I need to do for my business. And
what brand are you trying to go
it
towards?
may be a Lenovo. I'm not quite sure. I think is it a Lenovo? I think it's a Lenovo, which is usually a pretty good system.
Reliable.
I've never had no problem with it. Like I said, I can't figure out what killed this last one, but it did.
Yeah.
But so within the next few weeks, the computer issues and all that'll be up, and I'll be back to monitors, thank goodness. So if I'm looking this way, I'll have to have a dual camera so that when I'm looking at either way, you can look at me straight front.
Oh
There
gosh. Yeah.
We can get a 360 of your lovely head.
There you go. To get a 360 camera, Dave, and just hook it up to your computer and just.
Well, but then I'll have to start signing autographs, and then I'll have to start charging for my autographs, and that's just there's a lot to go into that.
Yeah.
Well, there is a halo above your head, right? So you
Yes.
should look
Yeah,
good for
exactly.
all
See,
around.
it's all lit
Yep.
tonight. The halo's
Nice
lit.
little line
I'm
right
already
above
good. So see, Mama D can't say a word.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, she can say a word, all right. Trust me.
She already did. Right after I started on mic, she said, "Stop it."
We're lucky to have her in our community. That's for sure.
Oh, listen. That lady is so. You know what? She has gotten to be such a great moderator.
Yeah.
Oh,
Holy mackerel! I sit here and watch what she does for Pete's sports shows. It's no wonder nobody can beat her on links. She's gotten fast at the links.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got them in faster than most of us could do it.
Mm-hmm. I'm convinced she has a second keyboard or something with a bunch of buttons.
I'm sure she does. I still say that she was running that. She's running that underground betting gig. When John was going to go to Las Vegas, and we were all trying to tell her she needs to place bets for us with her booking. That's that. So we're pretty sure she's probably got all those monitors around. Oh, here it comes. What you doing, Debbie? We're just.
Her ears were burning.
Are you getting some grief?
I'm not getting no grief. She's just saying, what was she doing? What is she doing?
Why
I
were you
don't know what she's doing. I'm on this side of the screen.
Yeah.
Let me see. May I ask for prayers for healing and stress for me? Has it been? Oh, yes, Shelby. We'll send some prayers for you.
Okay.
I don't know what you're going through, but yeah, we'll say some prayers for you. It's never a good thing when people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you're going through, Shelby, you know you're loved in this community, and we'll be sending some prayers. Some cream cheese and matzah. What the heck is a matzah? And don't tell me it's some sandwich. There's an awful bit of sandwiches going around tonight in some of these streams.
You know,
Anyway,
matzah is flatbread, Dave. Have you heard of it?
Oh, okay.
okay. I mean, I heard of flatbread, but
Yeah,
I never heard it called. I never heard it called matzah.
It's Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Jewish flatbread that they always use for Passover. That's what they.
Well, I'm just plain crazy. I'm not Jewish or anything. I'm just plain crazy.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got my beliefs. I'm just plain crazy.
Debbie even said.
Thanks.
There you go.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Debbie. At least. There you go. That's why I love Mama D. I can't. I guarantee you, I'm going to have to be on my toes come August.
Oh boy. Especially with you booking up with Surf Bum John over there.
Oh, wait, listen. Listen, I ain't worried about her or Molly. I can take them both on. I'm good.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, you just jinxed
It's
it.
not them I'm worried about. It's the short one that I'm really worried about that you can't handle.
Oh, that one? She's good. I can take her.
Yeah.
Now she's she's standing on a trash can, then then I might have an issue.
Boy. Yeah.
You're tempting fate right now, Dave. Be careful.
Yeah, he's poking a bear. Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
We know how this ends.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I poked a lot of bears and still survived.
So what else is going on, Dave, with you?
Not much. I mean, that's the first good thing, but and then I'm actually working on trying to get my website up for my business. So I'm hoping by fall we get that together.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Done had enough of it, so something's gonna give.
Yeah.
You got a great
let alone trying to get my house back. But
Dave, did anything happen with the new job that you were going to try to go towards?
I'm still thinking about it. I did the video. I mean, I actually can do the training and do it. I've been accepted by them. I just haven't talked to them because I'm still.
Hiatus. Yeah, I understand.
Well, it's how much do I actually have enough time to go out and do what you need to do, which is go out and talk to small businesses around the community. And I just don't know if I have that kind of time and commitment to be able to do that, to be the honest truth.
Dang.
But I haven't shut it down.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, as soon as I talk to them, I can start the training, and because if I could get, even if I only got a few of them and just maintain a relationship with them, I can make decent money off of it, off of the residuals and everything else, especially. Oh, I know I will, Debbie. Listen, I'm already successful. I already am successful doing what we do now. We have fun. Look at this way. And for John to come on and hang out with silly people like me and Richard, and then you got to put up with. Then there's Moonshine Mama D's, and
Oh boy. Now he's poking the bear again, making it more aggravated.
Right after a compliment too.
Oh man. He's really trying to burn some bridges today.
If I really wanted to burn some bridges, I can go somebody's team beat another person's team twice today. And a double header.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm actually kind of surprised, because normally in most double headers the teams usually split it, but
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
You're on her list already, so you're good, Dave. She'll get back at you.
You don't know if
I know. That's why I'm already saying that August is going to be a very. And are you coming to that, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
So see,
yeah.
John will get to see it firsthand on all the shenanigans that'll. There may be a bunch of prank wars going on.
Oh,
we might have to film our first live tube stream Disney prank wars.
I was supposed to come last year, but I had a family situation pop up, so I couldn't make it.
Yeah, same thing. My dad passed away, and it just was not feasible.
Yep. But yep. Oh, there's
our lovely monorail Molly. Hello, Jen. Good to see ya.
Hello.
Just in time.
And then there's AB. Hello. We're always looking for you, AB. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you.
Welcome back, Pete.
So Debbie didn't say if she had you on her good little boy list, or the bad little boy list. I'm not sure.
Dave already knows that he's on the bad list. He just doesn't want to put
as much as I've been poking the bear. I know which list I'm on.
He doesn't want to get priority in our eyes, so I would not recommend poking it anymore. You might become number 1 on the bad list.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen.
Okay. This has nothing to do with Jen showing up, but I just got a text. I have to go pick up my son, so I got to.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me on. Looking forward
no problem.
to next.
Welcome.
Week.
And if we're still on, you're more than welcome to come back on. If we're still on when you get come back.
Good. Thanks a lot, gentlemen.
Thank you for coming on. And the guys, again, May 6th, he launches his new channel. And I'm telling you, I know there's a few of us in here, and I know there's a few of us that have been checking out his new stuff that he's been doing. Please
come to dialogue first.
Check him out.
There's a dialogue session that day. Go watch that, and then we'll continue some after that. So, okay.
Is this going to be another 3-hour stream? It could.
Oh boy, I'm not going to be staying that long. You can maybe catch him.
It could be, Jen, that this could turn into. Thank you again, Debbie, for putting that in there. Guys, make sure you check out The Grand and Miraculous on May 6th.
Thank you, gentlemen. I got to split. Talk to you soon.
All right, go do what you got to do, John. Have a good night, buddy. And if you come back, that'll be cool. But if you can't, have a good evening.
See you later.
See you later.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to his channel because some of it
dives more into the history of it. So there's a few channels that do that. It's really interesting when I get to see them.
And here's the thing: here's the good thing that he comes with the advantage is that his grandfather and father both worked for Disney within the WED. So he's got that legacy that he can pull on. So it's, and like you said, though, it's not just about his, but it's to pull in everybody else's ideas and things like that. I mean, even me, it's like, I'm getting ready to pull some things, guys. I'm going to tell you next year, a lot of my streams won't be from the house. It'll be either back from the park, cruise line, things like that. I intend to be, I figure I might have to stick with my other current job for about a year, but that'll be the last thing dying year. That is if I don't throw people overboard real quick.
Oh boy. As long as they don't get you angry, they're good.
I may not be that. Yes, I am on the move, Debbie. And yes, I plan on streaming. I plan on getting the Wi-Fi packages, and I'll probably do a stream even from try to do a stream even from state if possible.
It does help from C. You just make sure when you do it, try to get it through your business, I guess you could say, and then you're able to tax right off it at the end, at least.
And I probably could, because a lot of this I could probably tax right off, because if I take them as business trips,
stack it, yeah.
Yep.
And then you get
there you go. There's Samara Brown. He is now down in Largo Mar, getting ready. You had the best day. Good to see you, Samara. I was just was your ears burning because I mentioned you on Thursday?
Yep.
Harlan was in on Thursday, and when we were talking cruise ships and that, I said we were missing you. The Queen, we were missing the Queen of Disney.
Disney Queen, yep.
Because I know now, you haven't gone on your cruise yet, right? Don't you? Do you go on your cruise, or have you been on your cruise?
Well, if she's in Lago Mar, I would say she's on her cruise. Oh. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so are you saying okay? So you're leaving for your cruise on Monday?
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what she's meaning.
I hope so.
Because she was going down to Largo Mar to hang out there for a few days and then go on a cruise. I think is what she was doing. But definitely good to see you in here. We missed you on Thursday.
Talking about Monday, that is when Park and Eat's going to be doing their next live.
Nice. Which one? What food are you going to be reviewing this time?
A bunch of more Epcot eats, and then there are some Disneyland thrown in there too. So there's a bunch of new articles that came out. Epic Universe food restaurants full menus just came out recently. So
yeah, was it?
Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So
nice. Okay, well, make sure you guys go catch out.
I'll make a promo tonight. Yeah.
Yes, make sure you guys go check out the Park and Eat channel, which I support heavily.
My third channel officially, but
yeah. Listen, I got 4 channels, plus I do 3 Discord channels. So
3.
listen, I got 4 channels, 3 Discord channels, so I can't add any more on.
Dave, do you mod in any though? Do you mod?
No, I do not mod. You tell me when I'm going to have time to mod for anybody.
I do mod, and it's for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 channels.
Now, I wasn't mad for your channel at one point in time, but I think when I switched the channel off, it took it away and all that, because I ended that channel. But when I came back, it was.
I'll see. But, if I can
never mind. I stand corrected. There is one channel I do mod for, Kelly in the Parks.
Okay, I used to mod for her, but I don't.
She
had
definitely
a lot of mods.
Yeah, she actually gave me a blue wrench over there. So
okay.
So now I am actually a mod on that channel. So I do have one wrench to my name.
Yep. Thank you, Debbie, for saying that. And yes, I will promote it at our Instagram and probably the YouTube. We'll see. Tonight or tomorrow.
Yes, Tinkerbell. I can't wait till I'm going to have to grab Tinkerbell and have her come back and talk about some of that. Besides that
new ship vibes.
Well, I know one thing is that when Tinkerbell does get back, I'm going to email her sometime in the middle of this week, and I've got to get Jeffy and Keith. We are going to do a miniaturized Across the Wave Thursday night, one of these days.
Okay.
Which will be fun, because if you've ever watched if you ever watched the Across the Wave on Tinkerbell's channel on Wednesday nights, they do a real good job on that channel. But also, guys, I also want to make sure. I think Debbie, if I'm not correct, I think Preston plays again on Monday. If you can get that link and put it in there.
I don't know if it was Monday
please,
or Tuesday.
Guys, here's the thing.
Wasn't it Tuesday?
Preston is huh?
Yeah, I think it was either Monday or Tuesday.
I think he plays again on Monday, I believe. If we can get that link and put that in there, let's go support him because I know one thing. First, I want to send a big congratulations to Molly's family and Pete and his family because Molly's son graduates college. Preston graduates from high school, who is going on to play in college.
Pete,
that's tremendous for these families and those young gentlemen, and wish them the best of. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Senior night. Yeah. So
Thursday is senior night.
If you want to do me a favor. If you want to put the links into here for them, please. I'm encouraging you guys, if you love baseball. If not, just go support Pete and his son Preston. I mean, you guys are going to love watching it. I mean, if you love watching high school, it's fun to watch high school baseball. And the comments they're good. They are good. So
yeah.
So they play Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so they play Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, with Thursday being senior night. And definitely go catch Thursday night and try to catch them at 3:00 because it is senior night, and they're going to be honoring the parents and the seniors. So you really want to catch this stream on Thursday and be supportive of Pete. Pete is so supportive of our communities, guys, that we really need. Let's show our love back and go support Pete, his son, his family, and on senior night for sure.
I hear you, Samantha Brown. Each time I see that ship sail away, I get nervous.
Oh, geez. Now, how does that work? How do you think that they sailed away without you? You know, especially if you're supposed to be there.
Well, I'm going to have to go, Dave. I didn't last much longer, but...
No, that's fine. I didn't think you got... hey, thank you for coming on for a while.
Yeah, no problem.
Hotel I love better than Orlando. Hey, sometimes it is, Samara. That's the way it is. It is. So...
yeah. There it is. Debbie posted
and that's for Monday. And that is for Monday. And again, guys, like Pete said, he plays on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. But not only catch him on Monday and Tuesday, but again, please go catch him definitely on Thursday for senior night. More resting in Fort Lauderdale? Okay, Samara. Well, I'm hoping you're having a good time down there, Samara. It's always good. Things like that. Whew. The best just got here this afternoon. Did so much. Did you? Nice. Awesome, Samara. All right. Let me see if I can pull up. Man, I'll be glad when I can get my dual monitor and I can do what I need to do to not have to use everything else. Well, here's some interesting news. The new test track signs have gone up in Disney World. The new test track signs. And I guess most of the concrete area is around the entrance is almost done. So it's getting closer for test track, guys. We know it's supposed to open up sometime in the summer of 2025. Eat, lunch, swim, pump my feet in the ocean, watch Disney cruise, dinner. There you go. And then let's see. And then that one is for the Tuesday night link, guys. That's for the Tuesday link to go watch Pete and his, or watch Preston and in the comments. And then I think Debbie will get and put that one in on Thursday. So again, guys, make sure you guys are going to catch Preston and his fellow teammates, and maybe we can help them support the seniors for the last few games, because this will be an emotional week for them. And I'm sure if a lot of us can remember when we were in our last few days of high school, it's always emotional, and not just for the kids, but for the parents as well. And I know how Pete is proud of his son, and I know a lot of us in this community are proud of Preston and all that. And obviously, we love Pete to death. He supports a lot of us in this community, and yes, it is. It is, Molly. We have a lot. For some of us that have been around the community for a long time, we watch Preston and I still have got yet, and I still need to take Pete and Preston off to the side when I get a chance and tell them how proud I am of Preston. I know what my father meant to me before he passed away a year ago, but I know what it was like to be, and most of us probably did, but with what, not all of us have gone through what Pete has gone through, and watched a young man take care of the family, take care of his father, and turn out to be one of the best young men that I can tell you personally that I have. I've not really gotten to know him in life, but watched him growing up. But for you guys that have gotten to know and known Preston personally, y'all would agree that he's probably one of the best young people that at his age that has a maturity that's beyond most levels of 18-year-olds that I'm aware of, 17, 18-year-olds that we're aware of. And you're welcome, Pete. That's coming from the bottom of my my heart, buddy. That's how much I know. That's how I know much you, Preston, and your family mean to this community. You celebrate your I think most of us celebrate on our unbirthdays every day until it becomes a legitimate birthday date. But that's what I think most of us do that, Samara. Yeah, he's grown so much in the last 3 or 4 years. That's what I'm planning on for next year. I'm probably gonna shoot for November for a Disney cruise. So there's just so much. I mean, And we know there's so much going on at Disney, and you got Epic Universal going on. But the one thing that brings us all together is the love. Do it from Fort Lauderdale. It's people in Largo Meyer. Well, yeah, chances are I may end up doing Fort Lauderdale. I need to. There's a certain friend I need to go down there. One, give her a big hug. Two, try to find out where her moonshine stash is. You saw the snooze motel, okay. And of course, three, this person means a lot to me. And of course, you all know I'm talking about Mama D. So if I do it, I'll probably go out of Fort Lauderdale, and yes, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, Mama D. I'm probably going to go out of Fort Lauderdale, and then I will personally make sure I come hang out with you for a day. Yep, there you go, Samara. Book it real good. All right. Well, let's see what we got else on Disney going on. Now we know we got the signage is coming up. On the new test track. Well, this JoJo Siwa edition for the live action Tangled and More daily recap. And then, oh, there's Zippity Doo Dug. Well, that's good. I'm glad we're able to keep you awake. Hey, well, hey, if we can help you keep you awake, Zippity Doo Dug, then we're doing our job. I mean, this is after all, most of us are insomniacs, and we don't seem to know how to sleep until about 3 in the morning or so. What else is new? Definitely stay. Yeah, like Debbie said, stay safe on the road, dog. Well, I will open up this, guys. Anybody, I will put it to you this way. I'm gonna kind of do it like Pete. Anybody, I know there's only certain people in the community that have my number, and if any of those people have my number and want to call in, you're more than welcome to. But meantime, let's try to go back and let's see where I was back on the Disney thing. Mm. And now, see, there's the thing that I'm looking forward to. I wish I could do this. I wish I could actually do the Disney Hollywood Studios extending operating hours for Star Wars Day. Man, that would be cool. I guess it's going to be an extra 90 minutes on the 4th, aka Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with everybody. So it looks like it's going to be closing at 10 p.m. instead of going to open at 8:30. Stay open till 10 p.m. Of course, Fantasmic will perform at 9 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Wonderful World of Animation will perform at 9 p.m. So that's kind of some of the no more Disney Hollywood Studios park reservations are available for annual pass holders, while reservations are still available for regular theme park tickets and holders and guests. Pass holder reservations are still available for Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Animal Kingdom, so guests could potentially book another park and park hop to Disney Hollywood Studios if it's not at capacity. But being Star Wars, it's probably going to be at capacity. Obviously, there's going to have a lot of new merchandise on things like that for the 4th. And I think Pete and them have kind of gone over some of that merchandise, so I won't be going over any of that stuff. And again, guys, most of the stuff that I get, I get my information from WDWNT. The birdcage has been. I will say this, and I hope they put it back. I wonder if they're going to put that back, but they did get a photo, and this is from 2 days ago. The birdcage at the Grand Floridian has been fully removed. So for you guys that, I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, hold on. Oh, did it again. Well, fudge tangled. Fudge tangled, fudge tangled. And let's see if I can hold it. But for you guys, hello, Doug. Good evening. I can hear you, sir. Uh-oh. A search party. It's like in the middle of nowhere. I was like wandering around corners. Okay, I just saw a bunch of llamas, and I think I saw a bear. So I'm kind of worried about this. Oh, that might be a little worrisome if you're driving around in the wilderness and you're seeing bears and llamas. Still in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure though. I have no idea. Oh no. There's a lot of wildlife. I haven't seen the season though. Well, no emus now, Wow. So, just to touch on what you were talking about, may the force be with you. Yeah, it's kind of upsetting that pass holders are already blacked out of that. But you can still go after 2:00 if you're a pass holder. You don't need a reservation. Yeah. Yeah, it's that's the crazy thing. That event always drags out. It always gets full up on that day for pass holders with the reservations. Yeah, we've had been a lot of people in and out, so it's been a good night. And even that, we haven't had no really major shenanigans. I'm amazed. He's been in the chat. In fact, he is. Let's see. Molly just said Limo emo. Pete did say he couldn't hear you, so I'm trying to hold it up to so people can hear you talking.
Yeah, so listen, if you talk to me, just ask him about Mr. Sandwich.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that, Pete? He said to ask you about Mr. Sandwich. Yes, that seems to be the thing for tonight, apparently.
There was a big hairy thing walking across the dirt road that I am on right now.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if it was Bigfoot or if it was Scallywag Steve, so.
Oh, well. I was going to say, if it's Bigfoot, make sure you go get his autograph. That would be worth a fortune. If it's Scallywag Steve, you see him all the time. So,
He's a very, very hairy.
oh, I don't want to picture. No, I don't want to.
Just picture a little fat, short Sasquatch. That's what Steve looks like.
Oh my goodness. Oh. That-
Send a search party.
Well, I will put Molly on. I will make sure Molly goes out and searches for you. You're welcome, sir. Yeah, you drive safe and stay safe, buddy. Good night. All right. So let me see what. Mr. Sandwich is a real thing. So, okay. Somebody explain to me then what Mr. Sandwich is. Because Debbie says it's a real thing. Well, then you need to come on, Miss Debbie, Mama D. Come on and hang out with me. That's the fun thing to do. Then come on and we can have some shenanigans. We didn't have no shenanigans last night. Only Pete can explain it, Mr. Sandwich. Okay. Well, I'll have to ask Pete about that one later. Well, we'll have to. I'll have to ask him about that one later. For sure. But Pete had no idea. And don't ask me. All I know is he was saying he called in and said he was kind of lost, and he was saying he was seeing llamas, didn't see no emus, but he. See, everybody is. Well, I may not be wearing no pants, but just saying. But you'll never know because you can only see the upper half of me. But the good thing is, I am. I'm wearing I'm wearing sleepwear. That's okay. Yeah, hey, we're gonna get you back on here pretty soon, Debbie. As soon as. Speaking of which, guys, I might as well do this while we're all over the place. Again, This is coming quick, guys. I'm going to be starting to put this together and looking at all this, and it could be, Pete. It could be. Yes. So if anybody that's looking to donate, just reach out to me. This is the email, guys. I know if in the next month or two, I'm going to start putting some things together. I'm reaching out to people and getting that set together for the thing. Meantime, if you're looking to do some, okay, Gabby, you can call. Just make sure it's after. Do me a favor, call me after 2:30 or 3 o'clock because I get off work at about 2, and right now we're getting heavily into graduation stuff. I mean, y'all know I work as a custodian at a high school, so where Pete and them have kids graduating, I have to worry about working graduations and working baccalaureates and everything else. So yeah, call me after 2:30, sometime next week when you're not so busy, and you got downtime. It can even be in the evening, Debbie, even if it's like after one of my streams. But if you are looking to travel, guys, I shall be back in 1 minute.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise number one. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travel Way. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island south to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through. Pack your bags and set your sights. We're cruising seas and booking flights from the ports to the waves where dreams come alive. Dave Cantrell is here to guide your ride. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we've got your cruising covered through and through.
All right, welcome back. Yep, thank you, Debbie, for putting the links in there. And again, make sure you guys go catch out Pete McDevitt, guys, on his channel and all that. If you are looking to travel, please reach out to me. Speaking of which, did you ever decide whether you guys were going to get to go to that 70th thing, Molly? Because like I said, I know as soon as I'm done with Baltimore, my next big trip is to start working on my cruises for next year. Do a little bit more traveling. Things like that. Can't wait. Can't wait to bring you guys the experience of me traveling. You'll actually get to see me party down. Boogalooga, 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 boogaloo. I'll be doing some boogalooging. Yeah, party down, Pete. That's what you do on a cruise. You party down. You go to the dance clubs. You know, you hang out at the dance parties on the main deck. I froze on you? Did I freeze on you, or was I just not moving there for a minute? Because unfortunately, I got things that are blocking my chat on my phone. I don't know why that guy came up there. There at start. Yeah, well, that could be YouTube too, because it actually. Jonathan, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure because I don't look like I froze. I'll have to go back and I'll have to check. I'll have to watch that. I'll have to find that time frame and check it out. That's weird because it didn't look like I was frozen on here, but anything's possible. Anyways, how did Toronto do, Jonathan? Yeah, we don't want you freezing up there now, Molly. But okay, well, hey, you know what? You can't win them all. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You never know how games are going to turn out. Eh, like I said, I'm actually surprised at how the Tigers played today. It probably would. Well, then, well, unfortunately, you won't be able to do that now. But then the Washington Senators they never go down easy. That's for sure. Think of it. I need to. Oh, getting back. Now let's try to get back to Disney. Anyways, what I was trying to show you guys when Doug called was that bird cage is now officially gone out of where they're working at it. Now, I don't know if they're going to bring it back or not. I hope they do because it's always been a part of the Grand Floridian, but we know that they were going to be doing. So they're probably getting rid of the bird cage. So it looks like the bird cage is going to be gone. They've got white seats over where it used to stand. So it'll be curious to see what they do and how they refurbish that. So the floor behind the planters is covered in protective scudo board. More boards are stacked up against the construction walls, ready to cover the carpet in front of the deck. So it's going to be curious to see what they're doing with this refurbishment on the Grand Floridian. And I do know that they've been refurbishing the Grand Floridian for over the last few years. So it'll be curious to see what the Grand Floridian looks like when it's all done said and done. It's been going through some refurbs over the last few months. You just watched the movie Birdcage? No. No, Jonathan, the Birdcage was a big it actually at one time it was a functioning birdcage. It had a tree and some birds in it many years ago. But then they took that out, but the birdcage was still there, and now they're with the refurbishment. Part of the refurbishment was to remove the birdcage. So birdcage will not birdcage won't be there. And I'm not sure that has anything with to do the birdcage and the Grand Floridian, Molly. Oh no. Actually, I need to see if Ace Snoopy is okay. So I do got one. But no, it was Doug's fault that you watched that movie. Now, how was it poor Doug's fault? He's in the middle of driving right now. Well, apparently he seems to be lost somewhere out in the middle of the farm country, I guess, somewhere. He thinks he's still in Pittsburgh, or somewhere in Pennsylvania. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Hope you all had fun. It's been good. It was fun to have Richard and John in here. Again, make sure you guys don't forget on May 6th, go check out John DeCour's. So, yeah. Yep. Anyways, thank you for popping in, Pete and Molly. Again, congratulations to you guys and all that, to both of your families on Preston and your son, Molly. Obviously, you guys mean a lot to this community. And with that, guys, I'm going to say from the world of Disney Magical Theme Park, may you wish upon a star and your dreams come true. Have a magical night. Oh, Paul Engel. Now Paul shows up. Oh, now Paul shows up. Been hiding in the wings somewhere, I bet. Probably been ninja watching. Hey, Paul. And good night. Hello and good night. We'll see you guys all. Hopefully, we'll catch you all on Monday night for Dave's Disney Life. Just got home from Myrtle Beach. Okay. So, yep. So don't forget, Monday night we'll be back at 6 p.m. with Dave's Disney Life. I don't know. I might talk about my personal journey through Disney over the years on Monday night. So with that, now I will say have a great night. Thank you for joining the stream, guys. Jonathan, thank you for coming in. Debbie, thank you for putting in all the links. Again, congratulations to Molly and Pete and your families and both your sons for graduations, and the best of luck to them and all that. And we're fortunate enough to be a part of this great community. And again, with that, from the world of Disney Magical Theme Park, may your wish upon a star and your dreams come true. Have a magical night. Bye-bye.